Hey there, people of the grid. Miker here. I think I'm back. We'll see, but I think I'm back. It's been a long time. I know. I'm here in the Light Runner. I can't believe it. It is still running really well right now, except that I'll fill you in. But what are we at now? We're at 10 years and a half of driving the Light Runner. I got Oh, hey there, people of the grid. This is Miker from the future, and I just wanted to stop Miker from the past just for a second to give you some context. You see, I'm releasing some videos. They're going to be a little bit out of sequence. This one I had pretty much shot when we got back from Hawaii earlier this year. We took a vacation, Tammy and I and all the kids. We came back and I thought, I need to get back online. I need to get posting. So I started recording, and it took me a while to put it all together and to edit it. But here we are. It is finally available for you guys to watch. So I'm going to turn it over to Miker from the past. It's a really good update on where the Tesla is at. I'll provide a more current update because that was, about 6 months ago almost, 5.5 months. So several new updates. The car's still running great. We still love the car. Of course, some things need to be fixed, but hey, it is what it is. Enjoy the video. I'll catch up with you next time. Future Miker out. That didn't work so good. I got lots of details to fill you in on. We've gone through a couple of changes with some things that happened. And I guess over the next couple of videos, I'll fill you in on that. I just wanted to say hello, let you know that I'm back. A number of you have been reaching out to us and we're still in touch with. So that's been really nice. And you've all said, hey, it'd be really good if you started up the videos again. So I'm going to see if I can fit it into my workflow. I think I can. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And yeah, I've got a whole bunch of updates for you. We were just on an amazing holiday, family holiday. We went to Hawaii and we took the whole family. It was so nice to get away. We were gone for Christmas, we were gone for New Year's, and we just got back. Well, we just got back yesterday, and still adjusting to my own time zone here, adjusting to the cold weather here because there's snow on the ground. But it's good to be back, and it's good to be back on here. So I don't know what I'm going to cover in this video. It's going to be, I think, fairly short. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to all of you and belated, belated Merry Christmas wishes from our family to all of yours. Hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, let's see what 2026 has us. So as I'm driving on my way to Costco, I got to pit stop there, get some groceries because we've got nothing in the fridge since we got back home from vacation. Got to get a few items and then have dinner and all that stuff. But I thought, how am I going to get you guys up to speed on everything that's happened? So I think the easiest way to do this is I'm going to go with the most recent stuff that happened, and then we'll wind our way back and get you all caught up on kind of what we've seen and been through with the car. So as you just saw, the car right now is at 440,190 kilometers. I'll convert that to miles and put it on the screen for you. But that's a lot. I've never, this is the only car I've ever had that we've driven this much and this long. And I think owned for this long, 10 years and a half. That's probably the longest record for me. So 440,190 kilometers. And most recently, like I said, we had the issue that I'm having, and I'm taking it in for service later this month, is it seems like the battery isn't heating up properly. And I've only noticed this because when Ethan was home, he came home from vacation before we did. When he plugged the car in to charge it, he only had 120 volts, so just plugged it into a wall outlet. But it took over a day to even get to the point where it would accept a charge. And it was only after multiple heating attempts. The thing that really sort of threw me off was I turned on remote heating to say warm up the car, because that usually allows the battery to heat faster. And it wasn't even able to get the interior of the car warm, a normal room temperature. It did warm it up a little bit, but it took forever. So after running the heat cycle several times, then it finally got to the point where it started taking a charge from that wall outlet. And I think it was after 10 days. And now it's really cold out here. It's winter, so that might have been part of it. It finally took its charge. But then Ethan drove it around, depleted it, and I told him to plug it into our 30 amp in the garage. And even that took, it was a day and a half to charge up to full. And off the 30 amp in the garage, it shouldn't take more than, I'd say, 8 hours max from what it was at. That's enough time to warm up the battery and actually charge it to 90%. So yeah, we're gonna watch it and then see if I need to take it in. So that's where it's at right now. But other than that, the car is running great. Show you a little something that's going on with my screen here. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can see that line there. It goes all the way down. There's goop in here. It's like some liquid goop. It's also happening here because that line, the goop has shifted. Everything still works the way you'd expect it to, but somehow that magic glue or goop has shifted. On the main screen here, I just saw it happening over time, and I thought, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not affecting the working of the screen. But on this main screen, it's also not affecting the working of it. But what I did notice is underneath there was this sticky glue that had leaked out down onto our console on the lower part of the car. So that secret goop somehow, I don't know, it got viscous or it broke down a little bit and it's leaked out. Like I said, it's not affecting anything. Screen still works, no issues. And I haven't talked to Tesla about that yet because it's probably going to mean a screen replace and a screen replace. And if it's working, I'm not going to go and do that right now. But I'll find out what it is. So have you guys run into that? Anybody heard anything about that? Let me know in the comments if you have. I don't know. Mission accomplished. Got groceries and food for tonight. Now you might be wondering, and I am too, why did I get the slippers? Well, they were $21. It's the middle of winter. I can't wear those outside just yet, but I think my other ones that I got, they were the foamy Birkenstock ones. I think they were like 45 or maybe even 60. So for 21, if these can last 3 years, which the other ones did, I'm laughing. So got my summer attire ready, most of it. So yeah, it was a deal I couldn't refuse. Yeah, nothing to do with dinner, but I have nice outdoor slippers now. Yeah, so I had the car parked in a warm parkade for 8 hours today. Then I drove probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get to Costco. I had it navigating to a supercharger, so that preheat action kicks in, which I normally do. Then I went into Costco for less than 15 minutes, came back out, drove to the supercharger here, and right now I'm only getting 20 kilowatts going into the car. So with 20 kilowatts going in, that seems to be indicative that something might be wrong. It's not very cold. It's only -4 Celsius, which, and this is just based on the feel I get. I've been charging forever, so I know that I should actually be pulling close to 70 kilowatts, maybe even 75. When it's really warm, it'll start at about 105 kilowatts, then it'll drop down to about 80, and it'll drop down to about 60-ish as it charges through, and it'll only go down to 20 for the last 20%. So yeah, there might be an issue. I guess the only way to find out is to take it in. So like I said, I've got it scheduled to go in on the 26th, so a couple of weeks out, but I think I can limp along and get back and forth as I need. One other update I'll give you guys that I did, and I'd been driving like that for about a year, where I had, it was last year, probably in February, no, maybe even late before that, year before November, I had taken it in to get some work done. My headlights were, one of my headlights, my left one would just go off and it would say left headlight failed, schedule service or whatever. And it would come back on every once in a while, and then it would go off and come back on. I looked it up. It turns out if you go into your settings and you turn your lights off and then turn the lights back on, what'll happen is it kind of resets it and the light came back on. And so I drove for, another half a year or so like that. And then what started happening is it was fluctuating. The right one went off, but the left one was on. And so then the right one would go off and come back on, and my left one was on. And again, whenever I did the headlights off, headlights back on trick, it would reset and they would both be on. So I thought, if I do get pulled over, I can show that my headlights are in fact working, and I can just tell the officer, look, I just got to schedule a service. I went into Tesla, and it was for the battery, which again, that'll be a different video. And I asked them what they would charge to have the headlights installed or replaced. They said, well, it'll be about $600 ish, $650 Canadian. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. So I said, you know what, I'll wait, because the battery was going. So I said, I'll wait. We'll get the battery done. What I did do is I wanted to know what type of headlights they were. So I bought 2 bulbs from Tesla for this car. My car is the 2015, which is the one that's not LED. So it's the xenon bulbs that come with a ballast attached to the back of it. And I got 2 of them, and then I sat on those lights for about another 6 months until it got warm enough so that I could swap tires for winter tires. And that's when I braved it, and I went in and I swapped the light bulbs. There's other other videos on YouTube that show you how to do it. So I'm not gonna, go into that. It's easier if the tire is off because you can get behind the shrouding and work it a lot easier. Some people have done it with the tires on, but from the video I saw, it said it was easier. I did it. I did both of them. They both work, and they've been working ever since. And I did that back in October of last year. So thumbs up, saved myself. The bulbs themselves were the Tesla ones that I bought were about 180, so it was 360 for the bulbs. I figure I saved about 360, 400 in service charges. So I won that one.